All right, here's a video showing the current state / condition of this 2007 Street Glide that I have up for sale, mostly a trade, looking to trade it for a sports bike. I prefer something like a CBR 1000, something kind of a, not an entry-level bike, so to speak, something with some power. Could be, you know, Ducati, Yamaha, Suzuki, Honda, you know, BMW. I don't really have any exact preferences, but looking for something different. I switch back and forth between cruisers and sport bikes quite often. So this is a really clean 16,000 mile Street Glide Special. The Special has a couple little things here and there. One of those being that the inner fairing is painted a gloss black, which I think looks really, really nice. This does have a few upgrades. I'll kind of go over it quickly here, hopefully. I did just stick these just inexpensive lowers on just for riding in cooler weather to cut down on the wind on your legs. These just slide on. I just got these on Amazon or whatever. You know, you could get some really nice solid painted lowers if it's something you use a lot. I usually don't use lowers. That's literally just to extend my riding season a little bit was the plan with those. And they have little, you know, pockets, and there's a little bottle holder and stuff on that side, which is kind of neat. So for the short money, I thought they were a good idea. They are a little bit on the ugly side, I think, but just so you know, those come right off. So the bike is pretty much flawless. Chrome is in really, really, really good shape. There is no rust at all on anything. It's been an inside stored, well-kept bike. The motor does have a, I think it was a 570 S&S Cam. It's been dyno tuned. It has the 2-in-1 thunder header. Really nice setup. It has the high flow air cleaner behind the stock intake, which I like the stock look on that. So actually when I got the bike, it had like an aftermarket one. I changed it back just to make it look stock. Kind of a sleeper, so to speak, but it's got 98 horsepower and I think it was 99 foot-pounds of torque, somewhere around there on the dyno. It does scoot right along pretty good. You know, for somebody who's been in sport bikes, you know, obviously a sport bike is gonna kill it just because of the power to weight ratio. But for a big heavy bike, this thing gets up and goes. It's very impressive. So I'm not looking to offload it. I'm not looking for any lower cash offers. The number that I have on it right now is 11.5 if you wanted to buy it cash. I understand there's some lower priced ones out there. Buy those. You know, if you find one for $8,000, you find one for, you know, $7,000, whatever, go ahead. You know, usually they're priced low because they have some miles on them or there's some issues, whatever. This is a very well kept, low mileage, really nice color, really sharp bike. I'm going to keep it for anything less than that. So if the price is too high, so be it, you know, if you think so. But anyways, so I do want to trade. I will, you know, I can't imagine there's too many sport bikes that go for more than 11.5 anyways. Usually you can get pretty much a new bike, I think, for 13. But if you've got a really late model new one that you think is worth more than the 11.5 or whatever, I could add cash if need be. Or if you have something, say you think your bike's worth 6, 7, or 8 or whatever, and you want to kick in some cash to make up the difference or something else, we can work that out, work out those details. But yeah, so I figured this would be the best way to get a really good look. The only flaws that I know of on this bike are this front fender. You can see has a little ding right here. This looks like a little bit of a scratch on the paint that touch-up paint could probably take care of. That's nothing there. Looks like this actually probably just needs a little buff right there that I think will come right off. But that's the only flaw I think I can find on this whole bike is that little ding on the fender right there. It does have a really nice, I think this was like a $400 LED headlight. It's a brand name one. Speaker is the name of the brand. I looked this up. It was on the bike when I got it, but it is a very, very nice unit. It also has full LED lights here and here. All in the back LED. It has the safety LED bulb, so when you first put the brake on, it does a little flashing. Let me turn that on for you. There's your your back LED, and you'll see what happens when you hit the brake. Just to get people's attention so they don't rear end you. Give you a look in the front. How she looks there. And then the directionals actually just turn yellow. You can see there. And then of course in the back, you've just got LED directional. So shut that off. It's got the sundowner seat. I put that on brand new. It's got 12-inch meat hook, ape hanger bars, really nice, comfortable level. I'm about 5'7", 5'8". With this level here, basically your arms are straight forward when you sit on the bike. Really nice, comfortable bar height. I really like that. I've got the, forgot what this is called, the throttle miser or whatever it is. Nice aluminum. So when you have your hand and you're riding on the highway, you can kind of just hold that little bit of throttle so you can cruise down the highway, almost like a cruise control. It does have the throttle lock under here too to use for cruise control, but I like this so your hand doesn't cramp up holding it like this as you're going down the highway. You can just kind of rest your hand right on there, and then that little bit of your hand just pushes down on the throttle, which is nice. It's got changed out levers. There's, you know, a bunch of little things here and there that have been changed out on it. The shift lever here, you can see the chrome's in really good shape. Paint's in really good shape. I mean, this is a really clean bike. It's got the center stand as well as a side kickstand. The bags are really nice. No issues there as far as opening them. Does not have liners, but it's got the factory stickers and everything in here. I just have a helmet in here and a little case, registration glasses and stuff. These are quick release. They do come right off. Click that in. These mirrors that can be mounted up high or down low. I like the sleek look without mirrors coming up, so I have them down low here. The reason I have them there and not here, the Street Glide comes with the mirrors mounted here, which I do like, but with the bars at this height, you can't see through the mirrors. So we have these added on, which I think are nice. They're a good balance of, they're not really ridiculously small. You can actually see the car behind you right under your arm when you're standing here. It's actually pretty good visibility, and they're not in the way, and I think they look really good. It's also got a Bluetooth add-on built into the stereo system. Comes up as Harley Davidson, Street Glide, or whatever it is, and your Bluetooth to listen to music. We've also got this nice mount for a cell phone. This will adjust to any size. I've got it set up for an iPhone right now with the iPhone charger, and then I've got a nice little compact charger plugged into the cigarette port here. So if you have an iPhone, you're ready to go, you put your phone on. The GPS does not come with the bike. That's going to go with my new bike, unless you have something you're trading and you've got the same GPS, or this is a late model Garmin made for motorcycles, which I really like. It's just a quick release. It comes right off here, and I could take this mount off. But, you know, if you did want it, you would have to give me pretty much what it costs to buy a new one, because I just bought this brand new. I think it was close to $500. It is wired in right now to charge through the bike, which is really nice, so maybe it is a consideration you would want. Radio works great. We're on auxiliary now. I'm not going to turn the radio on now. Let's go ahead and fire her up. We've got our switch here. Turn this on, put it to run, and we'll start it up. As you can see, she runs really nice. It's about 35 degrees right now. That was a cold start, so it does have a nice, you know, pretty smooth idle in it because it is a fuel injected bike. This is the 96 cubic inch motor, and it's also the first year of the 6-speed transmission. So the 2006, the year before this, did have the same motor, but it was paired with the 5-speed. This is the basically the same setup they had for a number of years with the 96, and then I think they went up to the 98 and 103 or whatever from there. But this is good size CC, like I said, with the cam and the upgrades and the tuning and everything that's in it. It is just about 100 horsepower. It does get up and go pretty nice. I've had it now for about 3,000 miles, a little under a year. Loved it. Like I said, I'm just looking to switch back over to the sport bike again. Probably going to have one more romp with the sport bikes for maybe a year or two. I really do love this bike. It's probably my favorite bike I've had so far, or maybe my second favorite, pretty close. It's hard to compare it to a sport bike because they're two different animals, but in its own right, I like it for a cruiser. It's definitely the best cruiser bike I've ever had. So any questions, you can contact me, email klclawn@gmail.com, or you can reply to this video if you have a bike that you'd be interested in possibly trading. You know, I'd be interested in meeting halfway or something if it's a distance or whatever it takes. Other things I have, quick release backrest for the driver. There we go. Okay, so that pops on. It's got a little pouch back here. You can put some glasses and stuff in. Me having a marginal lower back, this is unbelievable for longer rides, just to be able to put your back up against that as you're cruising down the road. I do think they're ugly, unfortunately, but it's a necessity. It basically allows me to ride from half an hour, which my back would start killing if I have this on. I can pretty much ride all day without back pain. I've got the original Harley quick release passenger backrest. This does have the quick release setup in the back. That clips on right there. And then you've got a matching backrest for the driver and the passenger. If you want to ride two up, you've got that option. So that is included with it. And I also have a new bike cover. I do leave this inside, but in the shop here with the dust and stuff flying around, it gets dirty really quick. So I leave it covered while it's in the shop anyways, just so nothing gets on it. So brakes are all good. Tires are in excellent condition. I would say at least 50% tread, if not more, left. Back one, same type of situation. And it has been serviced right at the end of the year. It's got fresh oil in it in the transmission and the motor. I have put fresh gas in it, and I have been running it about every couple of weeks. When it is mild, I take it out for a little jaunt here and there. So I haven't really winterized the bike because I haven't shut it down completely for the winter because there are no plans to do that. Anytime that it's fairly mild out, I do take it out and ride it if I can. So, but there it is. Any other questions, like I said, contact me, and hopefully this represents the bike well. I think a video is a lot better than pictures. For whatever reason, anytime I take pictures of it, it just doesn't really do it justice. It does have a really nice gleam to it. It's a clean bike, and hopefully it'll make somebody happy in the future here. All right, guys, thanks for watching.